attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpness and crystal clarity. For the next hour, think quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to the outer limits.
Recording, so go ahead and do it. Spooky jingle.
Scary! I don't know.
Well, do one like how you did before, and then but like do it kind of spooky.
What do you mean? What am I trying to do?
Because you were like, welcome to the podcast.
I don't know how to do spooky music.
Okay,
like death
well.
metal.
You failed. We'll just go with what I got.
All right.
All right, and with that, welcome to Sequel Podcast. I am Matthew Bonta, while Dakota drinks his water.
And I'm Dakota Kines.
What's up, Dakota?
Whole lot of nothing, man.
It's been a while since I've seen you. When did I see you last? The movie?
Yeah. How long ago was that? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Oh, gosh. It's been 4 weeks.
4 weeks?
1, 2, 3. No, this is the third week. Yeah, it's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks. As you get messages.
I just got one from my boss. She just finally...
We've got another meeting.
No, dude, this is the cool boss. That guy's a... Oh, I can't talk about that on the podcast.
Sensitive ears maybe listening.
Yeah.
So, let's see. This is
Mary
our...
Winetta, you're awesome if you listen to these. Thumbs up to you. You are a radical woman.
So, we're going to try and... this will be a horror-themed podcast. I don't know in which order yours is going to appear. Yours might be third.
I don't know.
As people heard, our...
Is this going to be like a short one?
No. We're going to... We'll talk,
okay.
and then I've got another project afterwards that I'll tell you about. It'll be a special last episode of the month. It won't be a real podcast, but it'll be fun. So are you good until whenever?
Yeah.
For the most part, you work tomorrow.
I work tomorrow, but
What time do you start work? Like 9?
I work at 8:30 tomorrow.
See, this morning I worked at 5, so I got a 9-hour day in. I worked. So today was my Sunday. Yesterday was my Saturday. I worked both days, and then I go and work tomorrow, and that'll be
What time do you work tomorrow?
6. But like, it's not a big deal. I mean, well, 6 is my shift. 6 to 2:30. I like getting off early and doing things, even though I don't do anything.
Hanging out.
All right, let's see. Let's see where we can start best here. Since I haven't talked to you, really, I haven't talked to anybody but... Yeah, I haven't really talked to anybody but Melissa and Jeff since the movie premiere. Melissa wasn't even there. So I haven't talked to, like, Greg...
At all?
No, I did. I'm sorry, I'm wrong there. But anyways, so tell me about the movie premiere. Since who did you have show up?
I had my boss's husband, Robert, show up.
But
He's
your
also
boss
a
wasn't
radical
there?
awesome man. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Robert Gilmer, you are a wizard. If you're listening.
The wizard Robert.
This guy is the smartest dude I've ever met. Hands down. Like, just brilliant person, and he is awesome and humble, and he's a good dude.
Okay. Who else did you have show up?
Oh, sorry. My mom and her friend from work. That was pretty cool.
And your brother was there, right?
Yeah, my brother and his girlfriend showed up.
He
That was a
shook
lot
my
of
hand
fun.
or gave me a high five or something. I didn't realize who that was until like I'd left, and I was like, you know what? I think that was Dakota's brother.
Did we not look alike?
Well, he had like a beanie on.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I've met your brother like once at your birthday party. I don't think you look alike. He looks
No.
more like a Hawaiian dude.
That's what I'm saying. He's like crazy brown.
Yeah.
And he's like, he moved to San Diego, and he's all like into the swoop doo, and
Did he move to San Diego, or is it like...
He moved to San Diego
Before
for like
right
9
now.
months.
Okay.
He's here now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I met so many people that night. I really didn't. I was, people were congratulating
That's
me. but I
right.
didn't know.
That's
So,
where I'm at.
yeah, the Patrick had 1 million people there, and it was
Yeah.
a sea of awesome. I was in a haze. Like, it couldn't have been a better.
I had more
premiere.
people show up, man.
Greg didn't have anybody that he
I'm
invited.
dominating.
Can you believe that?
I had my girlfriend show up.
Yeah, she
That
was
was
there.
that was super fun to have her like sit through.
But she read the script, though, right?
No,
Okay.
I made her promise me that she wouldn't read
Okay,
the script, and if
okay.
you did, grr, angry with you.
But Greg didn't have anybody show up that he invited.
Are you serious?
If you remember, during the credits, everyone got their names clapped during, but Greg. It was silent. Do you remember that? No, it was silent because it was Patrick and Kelly. Everyone was yeah, and I thought it was just kind of going to be that one-time thing because Greg's name was next and there was nothing, and then I think it was Mike's name and they started clapping. I was like, oh, they're going to clap at everybody's name from here on out, and Greg didn't get anything. But nobody that he invited showed up. He was kind of disappointed by that.
That would suck, man. Like, I was gonna be super bummed if Robert didn't show up. Because he was like
Obviously, you love him.
ranting and raving to everybody to try and get him to go.
Oh,
like
really?
from work and everything. He was like, "Yeah, come check out Dakota's movie." I'm like, "Yeah, come."
So
do it.
you had a
It'd be
decent
awesome."
amount of people. Like, I didn't see you really interacting with anybody, so I didn't think anybody showed up for you. But now that you're telling me, I guess,
Yeah, and then I had my roommate
he
showed
was
up,
there. Yeah, he
and
came
my
up to me
girlfriend's
first thing.
sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess you had a lot of people show up.
yeah.
That's nice. So, what kind of compliments, comments, feedback did you get?
Everybody
Like,
said
other
that they
than
loved
like
it.
good job, but like, did anyone point out certain scenes or any like specifics?
I mean,
Not really.
they
I mean,
they were
you know what,
they
everybody
loved
fucking-
they loved the effects, and like Ben was talking about how he really 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 liked the Iraqi stuff. He's
Right,
like,
right.
it showed like pretty much what it's like. Like,
Really?
that's
Well, I
pretty
mean,
damn
Mike wrote
close.
it. Mike wrote it.
Yeah,
I fixed up his script a little bit, but he wrote it, and then they went and shot it, so it was all his.
yeah,
The funny thing is, Melissa, she said that moment when that scene begins was like right when she got lost in the movie. That was the point in the movie where she felt like she was seeing something real.
yeah.
And from then on out, you got a huge clap when you got killed at the end. Everybody loved that.
That was the effect that Robert was like, that was awesome, because I guess he came in like partway through the movie.
Okay.
He's like that. It was like, however you guys did that was awesome. And I just kind of like cringed, just like and I looked over and everybody else was doing the same thing, like God.
Melissa had a lot of good things to say about you in the movie, because you're a nice guy, and Melissa was like, he was such a fucking scumbag in that. And you know what? I didn't see it while we were making it, but when I watched the movie that time, it's like, whoa, Dakota Boop is really just a shit heel.
I was like, dumb motherfucker.
I couldn't believe how like, I don't know. I don't want to say evil because you weren't quite there, but you were one step away, dude.
That's like, Greg had said something to me that got me to think about that.
Like a directing in the moment
Yeah.
type thing.
He was like, you're just a douche. Just be a douche. And I just like turned
Okay.
up my arrogance knob to like 12. Just,
It was
man, fuck you, you piece of shit.
yeah, no, like
Yeah,
you were really good in it, and that was one of the standout points that Melissa had. Like, Melissa had a lot of feedback on the movie. Did a whole 2-hour podcast of her after she saw the movie. And it was,
yeah,
she just had a lot of good things to say, and she said what she said was, it was like her experience with us was like she rehearsed the play, like she auditioned for a play, she got the part, she rehearsed it, and then got up to the moment where we were going to perform it and dropped out. That's how she felt about the whole experience, because she was with us for all the other movies,
yeah,
and then the very next one, like the last one we just did, Streaming's Pavement, like she had nothing to do with, and it was like the biggest, largest experience that we've had so far.
yeah.
So she was kind of bummed by that, but To segue into our next topic, the next movie we're going to do is one that she's writing.
Really?
Yes.
Full movie?
Full-length movie.
When are we planning to do this?
It's real iffy because right now it's fall and winter's going to come soon, so inclement weather could be a problem. So I'm just going to wait for her to get the script to us, and from there we'll figure out how we can do it.
Yeah, we can do it like logistically. Hey, everyone plan on boom.
Well, this one might be a longer pre-production period based on... This is going to be a bigger movie than Streamy's Pavement was, and it's going to be different.
I've been wanting to talk to you about something like, is there any possibility that I could be more involved in the movies?
Well, I mean, like more of like just a larger part?
Yeah, like helping with like the writing process and stuff like that, because I do like to write.
Oh, well, okay. I thought you were talking... Well, I meant like acting larger parts.
And I would love to act larger parts, but...
You know what? Definitely. In fact, like someone like yesterday who I work with went and saw the movie. She was like, I'm thinking I might just write something for you guys. It's like, yeah, go for it. So just let me know. I'm open for everything. Like, if you want to collaborate, if you want to do your own thing.
I think collaborating, or like I could write short, funny shit.
Yeah.
I think of shit like that all the time.
No, definitely. Whatever you want to do. Like, I want to expand our little operation here to doing stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, that's the answer to your question. But and on this next one, like I wanted to audition a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like some parts that like I know who I want to play them. But I'd still like to audition people for them, despite the fact that they're being kind of written specifically for someone. So, not to like, we want to see if this person's better than you kind of situation. Not like that, but just kind of like, see what people have and can bring to the table to other roles and stuff like that. But I will say that your role in the next movie is definitely a starring role. The male lead. So, like I said, hit the gym. I can't really go into the details of what it's about. I want to keep that on the wraps until the script is done.
Damn you, Matt!
It's 180 degree turn from everything else that we've done up to this point. And that's why I want it to be a longer pre-production so that we've got everything down. We definitely want to rehearse more. I will say that at one point your character does make it a little bit easier for you to act. Like
myself?
Like, not that you're a shitty actor, but like, there's something that happens to your character that'll be like, kind of like phoning it in, per se. You won't have to try too hard to get it going.
Because I have to be a nice guy. No, I'm not gonna ask questions, because I'm gonna end up trying to get you to hint to me what it is.
You know what? And no, this is something I don't want to say either, because like I don't mind telling you. Like maybe I'll tell you a little bit once the microphone is off. But it's a fun little thing. I will say it's in the vein of a Wizard of Oz type movie. Not like what Wizard of Oz is, but the story of a journey of a group of people getting from point A to point B.
Totally.
And that's what I told Olivia and Jeff. And I said, we want to audition people for it. Mostly just for the smaller roles. I pretty much know who I want to play who. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get Greg to draw up some character designs and like throw those up on Facebook on the Sequel Podcast page. And then once we've got it all cast, we can put them side by side with the actor who's going to play the character. Mm-hmm. Just really boost this next movie up as much as possible. So that's that. Any last comments on Streamy's Pavement, the premiere, and everything?
No.
Everybody loved it.
Yeah.
And everyone at work wants to see it.
Yeah. Because Robert came back the next day and was like, "Oh man, it was so awesome."
I'm glad.
Yeah.
It was
a great experience.
It really was.
And realistically, I don't know how we acquired that theater, but that
you don't know how. You don't know. Yeah, I told you right that we were going to get a theater. Patrick, his friend, like did some work, like construction or something.
Yeah.
And he told him to check it out. He told Patrick to check it out, and Patrick went in there and found out the cost, and like me and Kelly threw in a couple bucks to help along towards the rental of it.
How much was it?
You know, Patrick told us it was $1,000,
Aye.
but then he later said that it was $2,300, and then he had to do like $100 plus for insurance on it. But he got some of it back for a security deposit.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it was, but it was pretty expensive.
Or even if we just get like a projection screen and do it in a park.
Hell
in
yeah,
the
dude.
In the summertime. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there are plenty of options, or even funding it, you know, some kind of fundraiser type thing.
You guys want some kickies?
Car wash. Yeah.
Working at the car wash.
Were you gonna say more on that?
About what?
We were talking about the whole experience and how
Yeah,
it
it
was
was-
awesome. You're like,
it was
I don't know
really
how
cool.
we acquired the theater, but
But I
that's
just
were you gonna
think-
say that's how you want to do it from now on. That's
Yeah,
the way
I
it
just
should
think
be done.
I just think that in a larger group showing, you get the gratification from
Well, you get
feedback,
the vibes from the audience.
yeah, and feedback from other people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And that just and
People
that
who
just
you've
made me-
never met.
Yeah, that was an awesome feeling of accomplishment.
Fucking A, dude.
Even more so, I like when we used to come over here and just watch
movie
them on
was
your TV.
done, yeah, guys, come
dude,
over,
just
let's
hang
watch it.
out and invite a few people that we don't really know and have them watch it. But
No, it was
it
like
was just on a greater scale in that.
because everyone was clapping. They were laughing where they were supposed to be. They weren't laughing where I didn't want them to laugh. You know, it was like I could have died right then, dude, because that was a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, and that's like, I just look at the fact that you probably felt that way more than me because you were even more involved in this. And that's what's really driving my feeling of wanting to be more involved, because I liked that feeling and I would like to do that more.
Exactly.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right, because the Streamy's Pavement was like my baby.
Totally.
I wrote it. You know, I put scenes from my real life in that movie.
Yeah.
And people loved it. Everyone loved it. Like I didn't really get any
I got
bad feedback. So it's the way to do it, dude. Definitely. Then we gotta make money from it. So I've got a bunch of shit here for like Halloween, horror movies. Did you come up with any kind of like real life scary stories?
That's really happened to me?
Yeah.
Are you... Oh, dude. Alright. So, I was over at this girl's house with a friend of mine. I was like 13 years old. And we were... Me, these two other girls... My friend and I, these two other girls, and this gay kid that hung out with them all the time.
Okay.
We're messing with a Ouija board, and it's like, oh, like, who's the name of the ghost? And he wouldn't tell us, and it was like, oh, well, are you angry at any of us? And it like pointed at me, and I was like, oh, this is fucking bullshit. And
Oh no.
and back in the kitchen, like, their kitchen was normally pitch black. You could not see in the kitchen.
Oh yeah. The kitchen is a scary place, dude.
And in the back of the kitchen, it looked like somebody was shining light through like fog.
Like you're holding your hand up like a lantern type thing.
Like, it looked like something spotlighting fog
okay, so
in the corner.
like an overhanging.
And
light.
everybody's like, oh fuck. And I'm like, dude, this is so dumb, because I straight did not believe in ghosts, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so we have all the lights off at this time. I go walking back in there, and I'm standing in the corner where they were, like,
Where you
we were
saw
seeing
a
this
light.
stuff. And I turned around and was like, see guys, this is bullshit. And I remember feeling like I can't breathe. Like, you know,
Pressure on your
have you
chest.
No, have you ever been somewhere where it's really hot and humid and
Oh,
the
yeah.
air feels heavy?
Yeah.
But that to the point that you feel like you're suffocating. Okay? And I passed out.
Wait, hold on.
In
Okay, hold on.
over-
Let me ask you a question here. So you saw a light. So you went over towards where the light was
I
at.
was standing right in the corner. where
And you
this-
didn't see anything where you were standing.
No.
So there was no light when you got there.
When I stood up, I couldn't see it.
Okay. Oh, everyone else saw it? But you didn't see it.
I saw it when I was kneeling down.
Okay.
I was like, dude, it's just the way you're seeing it, whatever.
It's all in
and
your
I
head.
stood up and it was gone.
And it was okay. So you passed out.
And I passed out, and like my friends get up, and my buddy Tristan runs over to the phone and picks it up, and there's no dial tone, and it's a hardwired phone into the house line.
Ancient technology.
0 dial tone. Mallory takes out her cell phone, tries to give somebody a call, like call 911 to see what's going on. You know, we're freaking out, and none of the lights would turn on. And they say,
dude.
yeah, they say that I was crawling out of the kitchen,
The area.
out of the kitchen into the living room, and I was like breathing like super weird, and I woke up face down in the living room on top of the Ouija board. The Ouija board was right here.
Like, how much longer was it?
I guess it was like 15 seconds,
Okay.
but
Right.
I woke up on the Ouija board and the lights turned on. He had the phone in his hand, in his ear, dial tone,
Instantly.
as soon as the lights turned on, and Mallory's phone got signal again.
Wow.
And I don't fuck with Ouija boards, and ghosts are fucking real.
Okay.
Whatever.
That's your experience right
Totally.
there? That's awesome. That's a great story.
That was fucking horrifying.
I don't know how anyone's going to top that story. That's pretty good.
Real shit. Cody Fielder, Tristan, Mallory, this girl named Rachel, myself.
Where were you at?
We were over at Mallory's house.
Parents?
She lived with her uncle and her dad.
And they were gone
Right
that
in-
night?
Yeah. They were just out hanging out, and 2 girls were home.
Heyo.
Yeah, I left after that.
Oh, you just took off?
Yeah. Ouch.
Everyone else stayed? As far as you know?
I don't know. I fucking left.
What'd you get? Did you have a bike or something?
I went home. I walked. It was like right down the street from my house.
Is this in Sparks?
Yeah, Brad.
Sparks is a
Bradley
scary
Square.
place, dude.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Sparks is awesome.
Especially like Sun Valley on the edge of Reno and Sparks.
Sparks is awesome.
Sparks is like when the moon is in its half point, because
When
there's
the
a
moon
dark
hits
side.
your eye,
No, there's a dark
like
side
a big pizza pie,
and there's a bright side. There's
That's
good
amore.
spots. Okay, that's enough out of you. Anything else like that?
No.
No? You believe in UFOs or anything? Maybe when you were younger. But
No, since the Mexican military spotted, like, had a confirmed spotting of UFOs back in like 2000 and something.
You've been good for them, or
The Mexican government is backing that there are UFOs.
Well, where is there proof of this, or?
Look online, man. And I
We'll
know
look
that
on
some
it
of that
later.
shit's bullshit, but whatever.
You would think there would be a bigger what to do about it in the world. You would have thought I would have heard about it. I
We're
didn't hear
so controlled.
about it.
Down with the government. I'm serious.
I know you are.
You're not doing your job.
Talking to me or the government?
No, the government.
You know what, dude? I just had
I
this
hate 'em.
benefits meeting at work for the stupid Obamacare healthcare reform bullshit. It was a joke. It's just a joke. It's so stupid. I don't really have to worry about it, I'm assuming, but it's just a joke.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I've got a couple things here. Do you have any like favorite scary stories? You're a Stephen King fan, right? What's your favorite Stephen King book?
Christine.
Why Christine?
Ah.
It's good, but like it's like the random Stephen King book.
I don't know.
You're a car guy, too.
I really love cars, and the idea of, like, it's been a big thing in my family. Like, you name your car.
Have you? So
You name every
what's your
car.
car named right here?
Dr. Yodi Turkleton.
No shit, dude.
'Cause it's a Toyota Tercel.
Did you name the truck that you got from us?
Yeah.
What'd you name it?
Big Bob. Because
What?
it bobbed on the freeway.
Fuck. Yeah, no, fuck that truck. What did you name the car that I got from you? The Saturn.
Sally.
You're ridiculous.
But seriously,
But Christine is your...
the idea that a car can like have vengeance. It is a living organism, and realistically, anybody who loves cars really does think of them as like they have a life.
It becomes their object. Becomes
Yes.
their...
It's and it's personifying that to the point that really exists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah,
Some people
and
with
the idea
cars
that
and people
it
do
would
it
be
with everything.
Yeah, and that's why I think that dog lovers would say Cujo.
Oh yeah.
Because
Okay,
that's
yeah.
that's something that they relate to their life as being like something that is
that they can
conscious-
connect. They can connect with it.
and it's conscious of enough thought to have vengeance, or because they believe that they feel all kinds of emotions, and maybe they do, but people personify that onto cars also.
All
I'm
right,
one of those people.
I like that answer then, Christine. Mine is Salem's Lot,
The Witch.
the vampires.
Oh,
I don't think Stephen King wrote a witch book.
I never read Salem's Lot.
It's his second novel. And it was the first book that I read of his when I was in middle school. So that was like my first adult book.
Yeah.
And I couldn't put it down. I loved it, and I still love it. I've read it maybe 5 times. I've calculated. And
I've never read a book more than once.
I've got 3 and a 4th edition of Salem's Lot, and then I have the audio version of it. So those are my 5 times that I've read it. I got both the movie versions. Did you like the movie, Christine?
I haven't seen
You
it.
haven't seen it? It's a John Carpenter movie.
I don't know who that is either.
He directed Halloween.
Rock on.
I mean,
Cool, man. Good work.
you're a piece of shit.
Solid. John
Um,
Carpenter, you're an awesome dude.
Beyond that, do you have any other like favorite scary stories? Stuff that like
I read a book that I checked out from the library in like the 5th grade.
and
And
the
it
school
had-
library.
Yeah, and it was like Tales of the Highway. I just always loved, like, my family road tripped a lot when we were kids, so I just always loved cars and being on the road. And it's a story.
Oh no, maybe it's this.
It's an anthology. Oh my god, dude.
Is that it?
I swear to God it is.
Railway Ghosts and Highway Horrors.
The one about the thing running next to them on the highway. Have you read this?
I couldn't. I haven't.
Oh my god, dude. I'm
Although
getting
me and
goosebumps thinking about it.
Take it with you. Read it. Relive your nostalgia.
I just want to get the name of the story.
Maybe there's a table
Big
of contents.
Joe.
You think?
Oh, duh.
Me and Melissa adapted a couple of these short stories for our first like real writing gig when we first got a camera. So-
53. What was it? I guarantee this is it.
There's
Yeah.
like pictures and shit in there. There's a picture of like a dude on a motorcycle with no head. Kind of fucks my
And
shit
it's
up.
this story takes place on a highway. I think it's 44 that goes between Susanville, just behind Susanville.
So it's
to
like
Reading.
a specific kind of.
Yes. And if you've ever driven this road at night, it is pitch black. There is no lights anywhere. And
for like what, 20 miles?
it's probably 80, 90 miles long.
Okay.
It's fucking long. Okay, and you go like deep woods country. And there are just trees, pine trees, fucking everywhere, and it is pitch black, and the only thing that you can see is a little bit beside you where you can see the shadows of the trees.
Yeah, where your
Okay.
lights are catching, right?
And it's a story of this guy doing like 60 miles an hour down this road, you know, chugging along, he and his girlfriend, and he looks over at his girlfriend, and in the woods, sprinting next to them as fast as they can,
You're giving me fucking goosebumps, dude.
is this big white hairy creature, and they're doing 60 miles an hour, and it looks over at them, and he describes the eyes, dude. Oh, and he says that he floors it and gets to like 80 miles an hour. He floors it and gets to 80 miles an hour, and this thing just starts running faster and looks over at him.
Like a
And-
Bigfoot situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But-
you're
but
giving me
huge, dude.
goosebumps, dude. You're
Oh.
giving me, like, there's a picture in here for the listening audience of like a car and like a Bigfoot type creature fucking booking it across. All right, I've got an idea for this, which is
Dude, that's a crazy good story, and I still, to this day, get like.
so it was pretty cool that I was able to pull this out.
There
for
is
you,
no
dude.
way, because I remember the picture on the cover.
And
This
it's
is
like a bat guy.
this is a story on 66 of like this guy getting crashed by this
And it
gargoyle
clearly
thing.
says 62 right there.
Whatever. Shut up.
All right, dude, that's awesome. I was glad I was able to do that. Mark another bullet point off of the list here. Okay, so like I've got like vampires, werewolves, zombies, ghosts, aliens. Do you have an affinity towards any of those? Do you like one more than the other? Are you okay? Let me ask you this: are you like me? I'm a huge horror fan. Books, movies, video games, going and seeing like haunted houses, dressing up for Halloween, decorating. So like, are you into like October and Halloween? Do you get festive at all?
No, not really.
No,
No.
it's not your big thing.
I'm
talking
I'm-
to the wrong guy here.
I'm just not huge on it. Like, I do like horror and I like to be scared, but I think that the commercialization of just that has ruined it. Oh, get out of here. You can't scrutinize me.
I got buttons now.
I can
for
back,
this
I can
podcast.
back this up. Back this up.
So then you don't really give
I
a
like-
shit about vampires.
No,
or-
I like going and seeing horror movies and stuff. I was just always a big fan of like 2000s slasher films. That was like my era that I went to a lot of movies.
Mhm.
So like Valentine.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
Shitty movie,
Valentine?
I got it.
Scream.
Of course, classic. I
Neve
love Scream.
Campbell.
You like everybody, dude.
I like brunettes, and I like big booties.
You like big butts, and you cannot lie.
It's true. You should trust me. I cannot lie.
So out of those things, you don't have a preference? Like you'd rather go see a zombie movie opposed to a vampire movie,
I'd rather go see a zombie movie.
or like what about werewolves, ghosts?
I don't really like werewolves.
You like ghost
No.
movies, right?
If you're asking like what movies that I see like on TV, like for the commercial for, and I'm like, oh, I want to go see that, is like demonic movies.
Demon possession. So,
Demons.
like Exorcist.
Because we get enforced in us that demons are real, demons are real, demons are real. Even if you're not a religious person, the idea that if something happened that's inexplicable,
okay.
You
So
know what
you're
I'm saying?
going a little supernatural with it, but there's also like the metaphorical, like alcoholics. Those are their demons, and they need to kind of get rid of that, go to AA and everything like that.
I'm getting metaphorical.
Well, no, I'm saying I was saying you're getting supernatural.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you're going supernatural with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead with what you were saying, that we're getting infused with demons being real, even if
Yeah.
we're not religious.
But if something inexplicable happens and somebody's saying like, it's demons, we've had this happen before, this is how we handled it, this is just one that's out of control, or like what was that?
Are we talking like
The recent movie with the
Evil Dead?
no, Evil Dead was awesome. The remake,
Yeah, we saw that together.
loved that movie.
What
Solid.
the fuck, dude? God
Who's
damn it!
texting you?
I don't know.
F that guy.
There's been like 3 that I haven't looked at.
None for me. I'm lame. Got a couple of emails. Cool.
Yeah, no. Melissa's writing, so she's afraid her computer's going to break. That was just her texting. All right, so you were talking about a more recent movie, Demon Possession. It wasn't Evil Dead, but we liked Evil Dead.
Evil Dead was rocking.
You were
Insidious.
You were
No.
Insidious 2. I just saw Insidious 2, and that was fucking scary as fuck, dude.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sitting there, because I saw it alone.
God.
And, like, I'm sitting in the back. There's
I might
not
go-
as many
I might
people
go
there.
do that.
It's pretty scary, dude. Have you seen Insidious 1?
Yeah.
This one picks up right where the last one leaves off.
Where they leave the house.
Well,
Or is it following?
She got killed. The paranormal woman.
Yes.
She's got killed. And like I think it ends right after he gets out of the dream world when he goes to save his son. He saves his son, right?
Yes.
It's been a while since I've seen Insidious, but
Yeah.
This one picks up right after that one leaves off, and they're still in the house after that incident happened.
I might go watch Insidious and see if it's on Netflix tonight.
Well, I've got it if you want to borrow it.
Really?
Yeah, I've got it on DVD, so you're good. I'm going to grab it just in case, or so we don't forget.
More than a woman to me.
Yeah. Insidious.
Insidious?
So what's the movie you were... But yeah, no, Insidious 2 was really fucking scary. You said you saw The Conjuring, right? Which we were supposed to go see together.
Was that the one?
It's the one about the paranormal couple. They work for a college, I believe. They worked... It's a true story. They worked on Amityville and various other things, but this one's about... It's got the same dude in it.
What happens in this movie?
The kid is possessed by a killer or something.
Wait, is this the guy who's like, you see him in the shadows, Kevin Bacon movie?
No.
Which one is that?
Stir of Echoes?
No. More recent. Sinister.
Oh.
Got it.
Is that the movie you were thinking of?
Oh yeah.
The
that,
demon possession
That movie
one?
scared the piss out
That
of me.
was pretty scary too.
Oh god. When he, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it,
I don't know why we didn't
Fast
say it
forward.
earlier. Yes.
when he like stands up and looks in the attic and there's the box in the movies in the new house that they just moved into, I fucking shit. I'm like, you're gonna die! You're gonna die! You have to sleep sometime, dude.
I will admit that it was a little like they were asking too much at the end. Like, it's like, oh, this is how it happens. You move back into your old house. These random sequence of events. I that was a little
It wasn't
far-fetched.
the old house. It was the new house. They just went and got a house.
Well, no, they went and got a new house, and then all the previous families that got killed, they all ended up going back to their old house, right?
It wasn't their old house.
No, they all ended up moving back to where they were from, and then
Yeah.
that's where they all got killed.
Yeah. Anyways.
And then I thought that it's like, okay, they could have been a little bit more creative than that.
Whatever.
No, it was good. It was good. I just felt that part was a little... They could have been a little bit more creative. I'm not spoiling your fun, Dakota. We're crying.
Shut up.
So you were kind of boom on that. Do you have any kind of like Halloween traditions? Costumes? Do you ever go like dress up for Halloween ever?
Yeah. I dressed up. My girlfriend was Ash Ketchum and I was Pikachu last year.
That's right. That's right.
That was awesome.
What are you doing this year? Anything fun?
I think we're going to do Mario Brothers. She's going to be Princess Peach.
Okay.
and I'm gonna
I was
be
going to say, if she was
Mario.
Luigi and you were Mario, you guys got some problems.
No, there was an awesome Luigi costume.
Oh,
Get
like
that one, baby.
Like a sexy Luigi. They've got a sexy everything.
Oh, and they do it so well.
They do. They do. It's
Good Lord.
criminal. Criminal.
Good Lord. Halloween every day.
That's what they say is Halloween.
Ye women dress like sluts.
Exactly, exactly. That's the excuse to get all slutty with it.
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys doing
Do
any
it.
haunted houses or anything? Isn't there a cornfield maze, or hay maze or something?
I've done a corn maze a couple of times.
Fernley.
It's kind of boring. You just walk around. There's a lot of corn here.
Do you guys go to a pumpkin patch?
Better
at
follow
all,
the
or-
corn. Huh?
Do you guys go to a pumpkin patch or anything? Do you carve pumpkins?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing. Do you hand out candy or do you go do stuff on Halloween?
We go do stuff on Halloween.
Fuck it.
We're going to go do a ski burn.
What is that?
Just go out in the middle of nowhere and burn a bunch of skis. It's called, you do a snow dance, and everybody just gets all drunk.
That's what you're doing
out in
on
the middle of-
Halloween?
Yeah, out in the middle of the desert. You should go.
I'm going to be out of town.
Where?
I'm going to Denver
Why?
to go see Melissa.
God.
Gosh.
Gosh, why?
I would totally do it. But
Yo comprende, brasif.
I'm going to Denver.
It's going to be awesome.
If you do it like 2 days sooner, that Tuesday night, I can totally do it that Tuesday night. Because the Wednesday I'm leaving, Thursday's Halloween. So you're pretty gay with Halloween then, apparently. That's what it sounds like. Not to offend our gay audience. We're pro-gay here.
Pro-gay.
Pro-game.
I got many gay bros, dude. They're awesome people.
Why did I write this twice? 50 Shades of Grey. Don't worry about that one. I talked about that with Olivia.
Ain't never seen that movie nor read that book.
They're making a movie, and Olivia got pretty upset about it.
Is it a bad book?
I guess what it is it was originally like Twilight fan fiction, like sexual fan fiction, very erotic fan fiction for the Twilight characters, and then it got turned in, like they just changed it,
The names.
changed the names and the situation, and it's like it's mommy porn is what they call it. So like lonely housewives pick it up and read it and get all fucking horned up. I guess it's pretty terrible though. Like it's not the best writing and it's just crap. But
Have you seen the episode of South Park about Scrody McBooker balls? What is that?
that was an email.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
Here,
Matt.
I'll turn down the vol.
That or get less popular, man.
It's just email. It's
Things are
probably,
popping
like,
off, man.
It's probably
Got business emails coming in, making millions.
I wish.
Shut down.
Just my regular fucking email newsletters or whatever. But what about the South Park episode? You don't even remember which one you said.
Yeah, the Scrody McBooger
Okay.
balls one. Butters writes a book. People have probably seen this. They don't want to listen to me describe this show.
Okay.
Next subject.
Next, moving on. How we looking here for time? We're doing good. We're doing
41
real good.
minutes?
Yeah, we're doing real good.
Why is this real good?
Because it means we got plenty of time to keep talking about bullshit.
Yeah.
No, none of those. Horror movies. We kind of talked about horror movies. You want to talk about horror movies some more?
No, not really.
Well, then I guess that's pretty much. Did you feel famous at the after the movie premiered?
Yeah.
A little famous.
Yes. And I went out and got pretty drunk.
You went to the bar, right?
Oh, yeah.
But like,
That was a bad idea, man.
really?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, going there while it's fucking open instead of filming there while it's closed. No bueno.
Oh, so
What were you drinking?
I don't even remember.
Oh God.
But I was coherent the entire evening. I was just really drunk, but I passed out when I got home, and I don't really remember a lot after my roommate picked me up.
Oh, was Nicole not there with you?
No, Nicole went home because she had to work the next day and didn't feel like going out. And
Sounds familiar.
yeah, I was like, dude, for me, it was Patrick's last night,
Yeah, it was.
and I told him like, dude,
Let's get fucked.
because I told you already, man, he's
he's your guy.
He's
Like,
that-
come on, Dakota.
yeah, he just like brings it out, woo! But yeah, I ended up getting home, throwing up a whole. I tried to fall asleep in the recliner, and when I laid back, it just like the room just like
Yeah,
turbo
fuck
spin
your
cycle.
shit up.
I was like, no, and I like felt like I was gonna throw up, and I got up and I like got out of the recliner, threw up like 3 or 4 times. My girlfriend walked in, and I said something to her. I don't even remember what I said, and she's like, "Okay, I love you," and like walked off. And I remember throwing up a couple more times, going and grabbing a blanket, and then that's it. And I guess that I fell asleep in my roommate's bathroom.
You fell asleep in the bathroom.
Yes, right next to the toilet.
Oh fuck, dude.
I grabbed his
You
two
have-
towels
you
off
have-
the towel rack and watered them up under my head.
You were Mr. Epic Drinking Time person,
No,
You
I don't
have-
like doing that.
but you do it. You sound just like Melissa nowadays.
It's not like that was fun, but I don't like doing that on a regular basis. Like that's the last time that I did that, and I don't have another excuse to do it for another probably 3-4 weeks, realistically.
Let's count
Because
the days.
I'm not gonna go out on. I'm gonna go out on
Halloween.
Halloween or not Halloween, the zombie crawl. But that's an environment that I don't trust getting super drunk in.
Well,
you know
you're
what I'm saying?
fucking. You're downtown. It's nighttime.
And
you're walking
it's
around.
flooded with just thousands and thousands of dumb drunk people.
Oh yeah,
I would rather just not go to that,
it's amateur night.
dude. Dude, terrible. And because
That's why I
They don't
hate
have-
going and doing those things.
They don't have the staff to adequately, like, check IDs and stuff like that. So you get a bunch of like young, super drunk people in an area.
I've never seen that as my experience of the last few crawls I was at.
Dude, there are definitely some people I've seen. Like,
Don't they
I've
always
seen
ID?
people
Like
who-
you go ask
I've
for a
seen
drink and they
people's-
say,
I've seen people's kids who come into our ski shop,
clearly not an adult.
and I know they're not 21.
Are we talking girls or boys?
Both.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not comfortable around people I don't know,
And it's
especially
the same
if they're
with Santa
drinking.
Crawl, and it's, you know,
There's vampire
that's
crawl, pirate
that's
crawl.
for me. When
Superhero
if I
crawl.
drink too much, I lose the ability to like diffuse a situation with my words.
So what, you
Realistically,
might say the wrong thing?
No, and it's not that I would say the wrong thing, because I'm not the kind of guy to just like pop off and be like, fuck that guy. I'm just not that guy. I don't want to ruin my night. I don't want to ruin his night. But if he's going to be a dick to me, I'm less apt to take that.
Yeah.
And if somebody's like, "Oh, fuck you, do this," where normally if I'm like 2 beers, 3 beers in a 3-hour period, you know, little buzz going, riding it out,
yeah.
I'm more likely to look at somebody and be like, "Dude, you're drunk as shit. I don't want to do this."
Yeah.
Seriously.
Do you
Go
fight
hang out
just
with your
as good
friends
if you're
because-
drunk as if you're not?
Fuck no. You're sloppy when you're drunk.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, but like,
I fight well when I'm drunk.
well, beyond fighting well, you're a pretty strong guy.
Yeah.
So, like, are you able to keep up your, I don't know,
I'm
your shoulder power?
I'm very confident that there are a few people that if they hit me in the face, I would look at them and even think about hitting them back. Somebody punches me in the face, it's fucking on. And I'm very confident that in a vast majority of situations, I would be totally okay. And realistically, I'm okay with getting my ass kicked.
Yeah.
It happens. If you fight, you're gonna get your ass kicked. And I've had my ass kicked. I'm not like, "Oh, yeah, I'm never fucking not fight." No, I've had my ass kicked. I had my ass kicked by like a 5'4" Filipino dude.
Super
Whooped my fucking
with
ass.
his martial arts skills.
He kicked me in the head, dude. He kicked me square in the head.
Roundhouse kick.
Right the fuck there.
Last time you do that, right?
I was just, for me...
Take on someone your own size, Dakota.
No, he was being a dick.
Okay.
But, yeah. I walked up thinking, "Oh, dude, this little motherfucker."
Were you drunk then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just, yeah, whatever. And realistically, if you're pushing and then putting your hands down, what does that do? It gives somebody the opportunity to drop back because you push them, they're moving, drop a foot back, and then square up. And that's exactly what he did. And I
He
fucking
opened himself
stumbled back.
an opportunity.
I stumbled back, caught myself with my hand, went to get back up, and he pushed me down, and I fell back, and I, like, rolled backwards and stood back up on my feet, and as soon as I stood up, kicked me right in my head. He whooped my ass.
Dakota Kimes, everybody. Damn it. I didn't have this booted up.
What is that? Yay! Kudos for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
This is a brand new show, Dakota.
We are a wacky sound effect show now. Oh, womp, 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 womp. God damn.
Good
Yeah.
stuff, dude. Good fucking stuff. So what else you got going on?
Just work and
Just work.
yeah, looking at buying a new car. It's gonna be awesome.
You're always buying cars. What is
No,
wrong
that's a
with you?
year. I've had this car for like a year and a half. That's good for me.
What car number is this? 20?
This is number 13.
Oh, God. Average is 7 in your whole life.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot more than that. I love
I've
cars.
had 4?
I'm gonna have project cars, and then I'm just gonna build the shit out of them. Like buy some dirt cheap piece of crap, go through it, build the living shit out of it, and then
I've
sell
heard
it.
this story before.
I want to do that.
That racing car that you had when we shot Patriot Zombie.
That thing was fucking stupid.
Yeah,
I
your
realized-
plan was...
No. Realistically, and I have a more realistic plan now. I now understand the way that life works. Here's how it's going to work.
You sound like an alcoholic.
No.
I've got my shit under control.
No. Okay. So, I'm going to buy a car.
Okay, step one.
So that I can, like, a nice new car that I'm going to keep for a while. I want to buy, like, a little Toyota pickup truck that's going to fucking run forever. And that's what I want. So, I'm going to get that. I'm going to go through, build up my credit, purchase a house in the next year and a half. And from there, I will be saving money on rent. I will be saving money.
Kind
I will
of.
probably be making more money by then. But
At your same job?
yeah, and then save up $500-600. Go buy some
Ain't
beer.
nobody,
Damn it.
ain't nobody got time for that.
I would love to do that. Because I was explaining to you when we were working on the truck, like the fact that this can just sit here is
yeah,
cool.
we
Because
worked on that thing for a month. I was just thinking about that too.
it's like that's the situation that I like, and that's part of the like. I realize I don't need a project car for a daily driver. No,
yeah.
it doesn't work like that because a lot of that stuff you really need to get in there and take some time, and it takes a long time. And if you want to do that yourself, it just needs to sit sometimes.
Well, like the situation was with us is every single day we would work on it for hours, mostly just you. I would watch, and then we'd get to a point where it's like,
the tool
we need a tool. We need a tool.
Oh, I will stock. I'm going to stock a garage, and it will have every fucking tool,
A
neatly
torque
organized.
wrench.
Yes.
That fucking spinny bar to pull out the thing and the press it in. Remember that shit, dude? So the situation was,
See,
since we
no,
haven't
no, no.
told this story.
No, I want to point out that if you're in the situation that you don't need that car, it's way easier.
What's
Because
way?
I go get in my car and I go to work the next day.
Oh yeah,
When
yeah.
everything's normal. That's fine. The other way around, oh god, I've
Where it's
been in
like,
that
you need
situation,
this
and
car.
yeah, you need this car. Not only do you need this car, you may not have the money that you need to put into it to fix it. Like, you're kind of fucked there.
I'm amazed we had the money to fix that one. Holy shit, dude. So the situation was, we've never told this story here, but so October 2011, actually it was probably near the end of September, me and Melissa, we had this big ass truck, like what was it? A
It was
2001 Toyota?
No, it was a 98
Toyota.
Chevy
Chevy.
K1500 with a Vortec V6.
Yes, yes.
And an automatic transmission and a 5 or 6 inch suspension lift.
So, our situation before we knew what it was leaking coolant into the oil. We took it to Tires Plus. Fuck them, by the way.
Yeah, douches.
They said that we should just junk it, or else we're gonna spend like $4,000 to put a new engine in, something like that. And so we went and we got the truck, brought it back to our place, and Dakota was like, "You probably just blew a gasket, right?" Because that's what it was.
Yeah, the head gasket.
So me and Dakota fucking spent like the entire month, couple hours every night until we fucking, could work no longer, and we called it a night. And we tore out the engine, and we couldn't touch this with our fingers, and we had to wash it with acetone. Multiple trips up to Walmart and back, multiple trips to AutoZone and back. We bought all the gaskets, and we had to rent tools, and we just tore that thing apart, put all the new gaskets in, and we get it all put together. Spent like 3 months or so, and it didn't work when we tried to turn it on. Oh, and that's because we fucking broke the the thing that needs to set perfectly on the
distributor.
back. We broke the plastic piece on the distributor, and then we mistakenly plugged it in the wrong cord. So we plugged like a 1 into a 2. And
No, we forgot to plug in the crank sensor pulley at the very, very bottom of the engine.
Well, we did that, but we also accidentally got the wrong sequence that was going from the spark plugs to the distributor.
Yeah.
So it wasn't turning over correctly. We
Yeah.
got it turned on, but then it wasn't turning over correctly because it was missing, right?
Yeah.
And then we went and we looked at it. Dakota looked at it. It's like, oh, that's what we did wrong. And we switched it around, and it worked fine. And Dakota saved the day for us in that situation. And then we swapped cars, and then you had a terrible experience with it from that point on, constantly fixing it.
Yeah, it was just like electrical issues, and it was a money pit, man.
And then I take your car to Denver and get hit by a semi-truck.
That sucks, dude.
So both of those cars in that situation were gone.
What happened with the insurance?
I bought the bike, the PS3. I didn't want to deal with buying a car, and I still don't want a car.
Are you shitting me?
No,
Why?
I like the bike.
Even in the winter?
I spent the entire winter in Denver riding that 45 minutes into work in the morning at like 5 when there was snow out and shit, and I was perfectly fine.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious. Super fucking cold.
You like that?
I like it. Well, I don't like... It's not like I'm like, oh, I like driving in the snow. I like being active. When Patrick went away for a week and I had his car, I felt super fucking lazy. I was ready for him to come back and just get rid of the car. I like being on the bike. I like doing the things with it.
Well, why couldn't you just like ride it to work or like ride it short distances that you want to go?
And
But like then like, hey, I could go over to Dakota's house, or I could go like
I've gone to your house on my bike.
I know once,
A couple times.
couple times.
For filming. A couple times, I'm
You
pretty
showed
sure.
up on the bike? Usually you were catching a ride with whoever.
I think Greg maybe took me once, but it had to have been at least twice.
Was it the 2 times that I wasn't there when you were filming?
No, there was one time that you were there, and then there was one time that I met Patrick right there at Ben's. So my bike I put into his car. So I mean, it was the same thing. I know it sucks, and I'd like to have a car, but like it would just make me too lazy, even for the long trips and the necessities of it. I'm perfectly fine with it. I've lived over almost a year now with just the bike, and I've done just fine. And at Walmart, Smith's is right up there. I'll take the bus back home if I need to go into town because it sucks dick riding uphill. I know. I'm being stubborn about the situation, but it's okay.
It's all good, dude.
I would rather
Do your
spend
thing.
my money on like movies.
Really? That's awesome.
It's my addiction. Or spend my money on making movies. I spend a lot of money on making fucking Streaming Payment. Every fucking week it seems like we need another fucking prop or something else to put money into. It's like fucking working on a car. I like to work on movies, Dakota. You like to work on cars and suck dick. I like to work on movies.
And suck dick.
No. I'm pro-gay, but
Don't be putting the word dick in my mouth.
only Dakota puts the word dick in his mouth.
Oh wait, we got a minute left.
If we go an hour, I was thinking of going maybe hour and a half, hour 15,
What?
however long you want to go.
Are we just gonna sit here and talk?
We've just been sitting here and talking.
This is it?
No, there's actually something else that I wanted to do, and then
that's
we'll
what
get
I'm
that
saying.
in.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But
We
it's
could wrap
only like
this up.
7:44.
We could wrap this up in 30 minutes. Don't you? What? You get up at 6 in the morning. What time do you usually go to bed?
I mean, like if I'm tossing and turning 11.
All right, I'm down.
I mean, it's not a big deal. Like,
Keep
I mean,
podcasting.
if the conversation is over, Dakota, we'll fucking end it.
Well, I'm
Dickhead.
also haven't eaten dinner.
You haven't eaten?
No.
Do you want to go get some food?
Have you eaten?
I ate a couple hours ago.
We'll go at like 8:30.
No, fuck
That
it. Let's
works.
just go get some food right now. We'll come back and we'll do the other thing.
We'll do the other thing.
We'll do the
man.
other thing. So, with that, I would like to say that's our podcast for this week. Dakota once again is drinking when I'm trying to introduce ourselves or exit ourselves. I'm Matthew Bonta.
Are we starting again?
We're ending again.
Oh.
Or finally. I'm Matthew Bonta.
I'm Dakota Kimes.
Happy Halloween, Reno.